Do that. That was like a whistle. Yeah.
Ghost Dimension.
Hey everybody, it's Tuesday. I can't believe this is like the last Tuesday of September already. Time is really, really flying. It is also a very special day for me today, as it is my daughter Taylor's 28th birthday. So keep her all in your prayers and thoughts so that she starts her 28th year around the sun is a good one. Now, you might be hearing the birds. I'm going to tell you ahead of time. Mango is actually currently doing something I really don't want him to do. He's chewing holes in one of my t-shirts hanging on a handle. Not a good thing, but he's just playing. He's trying to figure stuff out. And Pip is over on her cage and she's actually playing with her toy box. I have a small container that I put all the toys. She destroys pieces of it so she gets to play. So they're going to be screaming in the background and they're just having fun, and it just amps up the energy a little bit. So I want to tell everybody, you know, it looked like you all had a great time at the Ghost Dimension family party this past weekend. And I'm glad everybody that got there had a chance to share energy with each other and get to know each other firsthand. So that's awesome. And again, love to Bex and Sean and the kids and the family over there, and Sean's mom and Bex's mom and all that good stuff. So I'm not going to light a candle today, but I did smudge before I came in here. I'm not going to light the candle because you never know what the birds are going to do, and I don't want them flying over where the candle's at. So I do have my deck, which I also smudged a little bit ago. And oh, I know. I'm going to put in here a link if anybody wants to come for reading and join me here in the studio for a live read. That's cool. I don't have a problem with that. And I'll get to everybody and say hi to everybody. But I did want to tell you a couple things that happened, which were actually kind of funny and then kind of cool at the same time. Okay, so you know how people are always asking, they wonder about if their animals and their pets, you know, if they're okay in the afterlife after they pass from the earth plane here. Do they go to heaven? Do they go to another area? And I have always had the experience of, yes, absolutely they do. I once had a horse that I had to put down who had throat cancer, and somebody that came to visit didn't know I had had horses, and went out back by the field, and she got up with her cup of coffee and went out there. When she came in later, she said, "Oh, what a beautiful gray dappled mare you have out there. Oh my gosh, she's just beautiful running." Well, she had already been passed for like 4 months, so she was there. And then this past weekend, which was really cool, and yesterday, I wasn't feeling good the past couple days because I took some ibuprofen, which I shouldn't have, because it isn't, I've taken it for so long, it doesn't do good on my stomach. And so I was kind of in bed yesterday, just sitting, hanging with the cats and what have you. And Tux was sleeping by my side on the bed, and Mulan was up behind me here in the window and solid sleep. And all of a sudden the bed went shake, shake, shake from the foot. And I was like, what the heck's that? And I'm like looking for the cats, and Oz is in the other room, and comes again, shake, shake, shake. Well, I look at Tux. Tux is sleeping, Moo is sleeping, and I haven't moved. And what it was my dog Boone used to come and walk across the front of my bed where your feet are to scratch his back, right? Before he'd jump up on the bed. So this happened about 3 or 4 times last night. There was no rhyme or reason for it other than my dog, one of my best buds, Boone, came back to visit me. So if you think that your animals don't know who you are or don't come back, it's absolutely, they do. And sometimes it's when they are needed, you know, just for that little bit of a lift up. And then I want to tell you, I had somebody get hold of me that needed a little bit of help with something they had going on in their home. And I actually wound up getting in touch with a couple of my good friends that I've worked with on and off for many, many years, and asked them to come and help. And we did like this, but they were in the room with me here, and we did the work we were supposed to do. And I mentioned somebody by name, and I started laughing and said, okay, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden the TV went on. No rhyme or reason, wasn't anywhere by the remote. The TV went on, and everybody that was there with me saw it go on. And it was a mention of this person's name. So yeah, stuff happens. Crazy stuff happens. And I also want to encourage you and thank the people that have gotten in touch with me the past few weeks over on my professional page, Bear Medicine Walker, or through my website, and have given me feedback on the readings that I gave. One thing I will tell you is I really don't know. An hour after I do a read for somebody, I really don't remember, because the messages aren't for me, they're for the people. So I want to thank you all for that have been doing that, and sending me what has happened or how it matched up with what was going on in your lives. So I want to thank you, and please, you know, you're welcome to do that. I will respond to you. It might not be exactly right away, but I'll get there. All right, so let's do some reads. I put the link in the thing, or in the chat here, so please make sure that if you want to come in, you're welcome to use it. Oh, retrograde just started yesterday, and it goes on until the middle of October. I don't know the exact date, but it always gets everybody, hits some people in a different way. I was just speaking with a friend a little while ago before I came on, and she does healing work, and she's does tarot, and she does readings like I do. And she was saying how it sometimes it kind of makes her feel that the energy is kind of different, so she's not sure how to balance with it sometimes. And I'm the same way. It hits you different, and you just have to be conscious of it. The moon is really super close. I know we're done with the full moon, Kay. I'm still shuffling here because I'm being told to. And the energy from it's so close to the earth right now. It's got to be crazy. The energy, I know, it lights up my house. So out in the woods, and it's kind of crazy to see that kind of energy. But just roll with it slow, and take it as it comes, and you'll be all right. And I'm kind of looking sideways, but it's just the way I have the camera, so don't think I'm not paying attention to your texts. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I was actually talking to somebody about this morning, of this particular card, and it is the cow. Okay. All right, so the cow comes in, and it's kind of really a cool thing. I love these animals, and I was just talking to somebody. She's an animal lover, and she said, "Oh, I just wish I could have taken that cow home," you know. And I love cows. Cows are when they come up, it's usually about ruminating, and ruminating is a process that sometimes we look at a subject or a topic that we've got going on in our life, and you just concentrating on it, and you're ruminating, so it's going over and over and over in your mind. Well, a cow has 3 distinct separate parts of its stomach, so this is what this card for you today is about. But it's about not beating yourself up, but you have to slow the process down. You have to almost like, it's like I keep saying, like your soul energy, you have to kind of just bring it in and tether it in a little bit tighter, and then it won't be as stressful of the situation. The retrograde is going to affect you absolutely because of your empathic abilities, and or whatever you want to call them, but you need to slow it down. And it's they're actually saying right now, like, for her to be able to hear clearer. Okay, so I'm actually kind of being told and shown that it's like you're hearing things, and it's like, wow, what did they say? And it's like almost like a mumbling effect. And they're just telling me to tell you to slow your energy down and take some deep breaths so that you can actually hear what's being said in a clearer fashion. And there's nothing negative. around you regarding spirit. It's just what's going on right now with everybody. It's going to really kind of feel like you're mucked up in the mud, and it's frustrating, you know. But it's something you just have to process through, and you've got it. You can do this. And again, they're saying don't ruminate, don't feel bad about what's going on, because a lot of people feel this even if they don't recognize that it's a retrograde, or some people say, oh yeah, phooey, Mercury retrograde's nothing, but it is. It's like the tides are. The way the planets line up and stuff do send different kind of energy to the Earth atmosphere. So this is what you are going through right now. And they said, just slow down, process it in due time, and whatever's going on with you right now, it'll be okay. And again, listen, if you slow it down, you can hear what they're saying. Okay, and that's your card is the cow. I love cows. They're so cool. Okay, so I just started at the top of the list, but hello to everybody. I see Dan's here and Demon's here, and Lorraine Miller, you're here. Hi, how are you? And Margaret, you're here. Hi, how are you? Okay, so I will definitely do that. I'll go right down the list. So everybody, whether you're here or over on Facebook, remember to whatever Dan says. Hi, I see you down on the bottom as well. I'll get you in a minute, Melly. I was actually singing. Did you hear me singing earlier? I was singing, and I thought, man, Mel and I should sing this song. It's really a good song. Okay, so anyway, Brother Dan. Okay, Dan the man. Let's see what we've got for him. And then Mel, I'll pull you up, and then I'll go on down the line again, okay? All right. So Dan, you have, before I'm even pulling the cards, they're actually telling me really loudly that you've got some really good energy around you right now. So despite the fact that we're in a retrograde, wherever you kind of were in energy wise, like, and I truly believe that this works this way, although some people will tell me I'm full of beans, like when you stopped, when retrograde hit yesterday, you were in a really good space. So that energy is going to continue to carry through for you through this retrograde. So they're telling me energetically to tell you that you're in a really good space right now for a lot of good things to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and the card you have today is the Raccoon. Okay. Raccoons are kind of mischievous little guys. They're very intelligent. And the thing with you right now is, again, like you're in this good place right now. And as you see, like with the card, they're like the little bandits. They call them the raccoons. I have them here. I didn't have as many here this year as I did last year or the year before, but that's okay, because they kind of get bored and they try to kind of get into things that they really shouldn't be getting into. And that's what I'm being told is enjoy the ride, enjoy the place that you're at right now. This really good atmosphere, energetically, you're really strong right now. And just kind of breathe that in and enjoy that and let that flow over into the rest of your life and the people that are in it. When you do that, it's going to be a very good thing for you, because once we come out of that retrograde, that same energy is going to carry through. But it's really, really strong for you right now. So things perhaps that you put in place prior to the retrograde, that's all going to be opening up for you during this time. So just carry that really good positive energy, and things should be really good. Your card is the Raccoon, and it's like you don't have to hide. You can just be out there and be yourself with everybody. And yeah, it's just really a good thing right now. So I hope that kind of gives you a little bit of insight for the retrograde. So let me see who I have. I don't have my glasses on. Let's see. I definitely have Mel on. And then Debbie. So Debbie, I see you down the bottom. Hang on, and I'll come to you in a minute. Hi. You know what I was singing? Well, I was singing. I had Spotify on while I was doing dishes in the house just earlier, and it's just been. The song was with me. It was really funny because it came up on this playlist, and I didn't know it was on this particular playlist. But when I woke up this morning, I was like, I'm not gonna turn the news on today. I'm not gonna do anything like that. And I kept hearing What the World Needs Now. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Yeah, and I thought, man, Mel and I could sing that. We could sing that together. That would be a good song. It's a real nice song. It's an easy pace. And really, if you think about where the world is right now, I've kind of just made the promise to myself that I'm not going to get involved in like the chaos and the negativity that's out there, and everybody really should do that and take care of themselves and their families and whatever choices you have. I mean, it's gotten so politically nasty out there. The vaccine stuff has gotten out there and it's just so nasty everywhere. It's like, you know what? People have forgotten how to love each other, and that's what the world really needs right now. And that's what I love about the family here on Ghost Dimension, that Sean and Bex have gotten together with all you guys, is because that's what we are. We're all about love and good things and positivity. So let me shuffle the deck for you.
Got one of my crystals out there.
Oh, that's cool. Is that orange calcite?
That is.
Yep. See, I don't just talk a good game. I know my stones. Want to see who I've got today?
Ooh.
The lemon quartz. And of course, Henry's here too. Henry's always with me. So. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of good too. Similar to Dan. The sweetgrass. Sweetgrass is very sacred among my people, and it's actually a very protected grass in the U.S. that we are not allowed to pick unless we have a actual card or permission from the DNR to pull it, and they braid it, right? And it's used in rituals and blessings and ceremony, but it's all for positive, okay? And what this is it's like they're placing this above your doorway, okay, is what they're showing me. And that means that everything that comes to you through that doorway is blessed. And it's actually in response to things that you've been asking for, things that you've been kind of looking for the answers for, and maybe you're not quite sure exactly how to do it or how to direct it. This is going to bring this all into you, and your spirit family on that side it's like a big blessing for you, okay? And but it only allows positives through, okay? And it only allows things that are sacred for you. And now sacred, is things that are special to us, or people that are special to us, or your communication with Creator God or the angels or whoever, whatever realms, if you do that. But it's sacred. It means a lot to you, okay? So this is what's coming to you, and you kind of started in the same way Dan did. That when retrograde started, you were in a really good position, a really good place of energy. Okay, so that's going to carry through the retrograde. And I actually was meditating about it over the weekend, and they're saying, yeah, retrograde can be really kind of crap if you're in the wrong place when it begins, and it really does mess things up, because the energy is shifted and changed in ways that we're not used to. Okay, but where you were and the position you were in when it started was a very good position. So that should carry through retrograde. Just like I said, for Dan, it should carry through for you. But the difference with you is there's more things that are meaningful that are going to happen in that time. And I want to say it's like, I think it ends around the 22nd of October. I'm not positive, but I think it does. And so you're going to have like a really good things, but you don't want to start anything new. Okay. You want to just take what's given to you and shown to you as positives through this time. Okay. Because this is all stuff you like pre-planted or, preceded, you put it out there to the universe and the world that this is some things that you're looking for help with, assistance with, or just in your daily life, you're projecting this positivity. So the positivity will continue to come back for you. And I think it should be a pretty good, few weeks for you actually. And yeah, again, and I wish I could send some of this over to you guys, the sweetgrass, but it won't make it through customs because you can't send that kind of stuff, especially right now. But it's sweet. It smells beautifully sweet. We use it also with lavender in almost like a paste when people have, they make like a salve with it, and you put it like on temple and like behind your ears points if you have hard time sleeping. And the smell actually will put you into that calm kind of trance-like or meditative state. Okay, so that's what's being given to you, and I think that's pretty cool. And you know, they're showing me this with the hands that you're working very well with your spirit family right now, and they're going to keep doing that, and it's really strong. I mean, they've got, like, you guys are like in contact, and that link has been made, and you're doing really good with it, and they're very they feel that they're very blessed that you're using your talents in that way. Okay,
Yeah.
So that be your card. Okay,
Thank you.
I love you. Okay.
Love you, love you, Mango.
Yeah, he's actually quiet, so that probably means, and I don't see Pip, so they're probably getting into trouble. Oh no, Pip's inside his cage. She's
behave, you Pip.
Yeah. All right, I love you. You take care.
Love you too.
All right.
Bye.
All right, so let me see here. I miss. All right, I love you. You take. How are you? All right. All right, so let's see here. I miss. All right, I love you. You the TV down? All right.
Can't hear you very good.
I miss. All right, I love you. The TV down?
Can't hear.
I'm going to turn my volume down on my end, so I'm not going to be able to hear you, but I'm going to read for you because I'm getting echo from you. All right, hang on. On my end, so okay. Now can you hear me? Because I hope you can. Okay, so let me pull it up. I turned my volume down so I couldn't hear anything that she's saying because it was getting echo. Okay, so let me pull it to. Sometimes with computers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Your card today, 1, 2, 3, is the ram. Okay, and the ram. Okay, yep. Okay, so what they're telling me with the ram is it's like it's pushing you into the next season or the next chapter. It's like you need to be completely done with what was given to you and you were doing all up to this point of fall. Okay, and the ram is really bullheaded. The ram can be very stubborn, but it's also very precise in how it moves through life. Okay. Somebody, you guys can hear me, type in for her so she can listen to this afterward if she's having a hard time hearing it. Play it. But what they're showing me is, okay, so you're kind of getting stuck. Okay, like you need to get away from the position that you're in right now. It's rammed down and you're but you don't have to be scared or nervous because it's all the way it's meant to be. Okay, you just have to release the fear of it and then look as you step. And each step that you move forward with will be a positive placement of where your life is taking you this next month. Okay. I also see that your spirit family is very strong around you, and especially I have a young man. Sorry, I'm laughing because he's fighting right now. There's a young man that's actually around you as you step forward, and I want to say kind of in his 30s. He's really a handsome. He says, I'm a handsome lad, all right? And he's just standing up to you, and he's like reaching over to give you a hug. Now, I don't know if this is somebody you knew when you were younger, or this is somebody current. It seems like he's been there for a little while. But he wants you to know he kind of is around you to help guide and keep you safe. Okay, so this is family again in spirit that comes through, and they're saying we've got you. okay? Move forward with things. Let the past go. Learn from whatever was there, but don't drag the negatives forward with you because we can't change them anyway. We can't do anything with them anyway. So they're literally saying, just let it go and then move forward. And as you step, because of everything you are and everything you've been through in your life, all your life experience to this point has made you this beautiful soul that you are right now. You'll walk forward and it'll be with grace and it'll be with happiness and joy. Okay. And even though, again, we're in retrograde, this has got nothing to do with that. Your world is still like spinning around you to move forward. But it's only going to be good things. And actually, they're saying, too, that this fall, there'll be, they're saying like a journey. There's going to be people that are coming to you that maybe you haven't seen in a while. But I do feel like a journey is involved with what's going on. So they're like going to be visiting you or seeing you in some other way that they haven't been able to for a while. So that's what your card says today. And again, it is the Ram. And I hope you understand and it helps a little bit. Okay. Blessings to you and I love you. Thanks for spending time with us. Okay. Bye. All right. So let me see. That was, sometimes, computers, and it's really funny because in retrograde, they do it a lot. It's kind of one of those things that if it can go wrong with electronics, it happens during retrograde. So drink me a little water, put my specs on, and let me go down a little bit here. I see Lorraine Miller. Hi, Lorraine. How are you? All right, let me just kind of put this down a little bit. Hi, Yoda's here. See, Nana Juju's here. Yeah, I don't want to move it anymore because I'll lose everybody. Okay, I don't want to lose everybody. All right, so let's see. I will get a card for you. Mel, you need to learn that song, What the World Needs Now. Dionne Warwick, probably never heard of her, but that's who sings it. Burt Bacharach wrote it. I've also been hearing, too, raindrops keep falling on my head, but I don't want to say that too loud because we got sun today, and it's a blessing to have sunshine. All right, so Lorraine Miller, let's see what I got for you today. Oh, well, we had one that dropped out, so you got that one and another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Wow, the cards are playing. I was just gonna say, cards are dealing and playing with fire for me. And what comes up? Fire. Okay, the elemental of fire. Okay, and your other card that flew out of the deck was the Desert Wolf. Okay, so when I look at fire, okay, the elemental of fire, especially actually coming up in November, that's a sign for November birthdays. The Scorpio is fire. Okay. That's the element that works with them. And if you've ever met a Scorpio or have a friend who's a Scorpio or you are a Scorpio, you'll understand that. But what I'm seeing with the fire for you is kind of like something you're passionate about, something that's important to you. And it's been really amped up. Okay. So it's something that's very special to you and meaningful to you. And with this card, which is the Desert Wolf, is coyote, and another word for it. And they work together. So what I'm seeing is the fire. And the Desert Wolf is about femininity and it's the south as far as the directions go, and even on the medicine wheel, it's a south position. And it's about, for you today, it's about the divine feminine. Okay, so the divine feminine, we all have traits of aspects of male and female. We're human, so that kind of goes with it. And right now, they want you to put, okay, yep. Okay, so the fire, they want you to kind of re-energize your soul, okay? Fire it up, right? But there's a reason. It's almost like right now is your time, they're telling me, for something that you've been wanting to do or something that was kind of going on or you were hoping to do. And it's like there's no time like the present. but you've got to believe in yourself, okay? And that's why this card comes in. Sometimes the desert wolf, the coyote, is also known as the trickster, or Pan in all other cultures, or Kokapelli among the native cultures. And those are all tricksters. But what this is telling you is you have to balance the positive and the negative, and learn that we can't go through life without knowing the positive and the negative, because if we didn't have either side, we wouldn't know what positive was, or we wouldn't know what negative is. So they want you to kind of blaze the trail with the fire, elemental of fire. And actually they're telling me you can call in that energy anytime you want, and you have in a good part of your life. And they just want you to kind of set that path forward for you and re-energize your soul. Okay. But it is about nourishing your soul, not even as much re-energizing as nourishing it. It needs care, it needs time. And almost like if you get kind of in a down position or a depressed position, or you're just not feeling yourself, okay, they want you to take the time out each day, even if it's stepping outside, just to breathe in 7 breaths for one each direction that is north, south, east, west, above, below, and within. Okay, that's sacred. Okay, and that's feeding your soul's energy. And I'm also feeling like they're telling me that it's kind of, you haven't had a lot of the energy you wish you had, that you need right now for something that's going on for you. But if you take the time to nourish your soul, again, make stuff slow down around you, step away from everything, and take that time to just nourish your soul, the energy will be there for you, and things will kind of flow better for you, is what they're saying. Because I feel like they're kind of like saying you've been kind of in a retrograde for a while. Okay, so in other words, things haven't been maybe going the way you wanted them to go for a while. So this is how you get back to the positive ends of things, and that is what your card's telling me tonight. And that's the elemental of fire, and of course the desert wolf, the coyote. Okay, I hope that resonates a little bit with you. It's really important that we take time for our own personal needs, because if you don't take time, whether it's just like I said, by taking a breath or slowing down for a little bit, and people say, oh, I can't, I'm too busy. Well, you actually can, but you have to set the boundaries and perimeters up to be able to do that. And again, it doesn't have to be for more than 10, 15, 20 minutes a day. But if you keep doing that, it makes you feel better. And then you have not only more energy for yourself, but you have more energy for the people and things that need your attention around you. Okay, so thank you for reminding that to all of us, Miss Lorraine, for your cards that were drawn today. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. All right. Oh, well, it just popped everywhere. And let's see if I can go down here. Oh, there it goes again. Hi, Steve. I see you're here. Okay. Ooh. Stuffed peppers and smoked rice. Yay. Hi, Simon. I lost a bunch of people. I'm going to go back up here a little bit. It took me the wrong direction. Hi, Claire. Hi, Rihanna. Hi, Ruthie. If you're there, I might have missed it when I was going down the line. So, New Zealand. Is that where you're from, Simon? That's cool. I was just watching a documentary about New Zealand. I really like it over there. I just love the ground. Absolutely. And then Margaret, you're eating pizza. Oh, Cindy must be here. Cindy Pinkham. The whole thing just jumped. So hang on. If I passed you, just put in there again. Okay. Okay. Let me get you, Demon. Okay. Let me get you a card. They're actually behaving, I think. Oh, Mango's chewing on my door now. Yay, that's really fun. You're going to get your butt whacked, Mango. Pip's telling on him. All right, let's see what I got for you today, Demon. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. A lot of good stuff. All right. So for you today, you've got white sage, sacred white sage. Okay. Sage is used actually in more than one culture, but it's definitely used in a native culture as a cleansing of negativity. So we put it in a bowl and we burn it, and the smoke, we cleanse our auras and we run it around our body, and it clears you. Especially if you've been around a negative situation or negative people or whatever, it kind of gives you that breath of fresh air, and it releases all that negative energy. And it's actually been scientifically proven that white sage does that. So what I'm being shown for you is, though this is a blessing and you've kind of came to this point, actually, I need to do the grass. You've come to this point right now. Again, they're saying like in retrograde, you were kind of launched into it, but on a positive note. So just keep steady moving forward for the next few weeks through this retrograde, and things will be okay. And if things kind of bump or hit you the wrong way, just let it go. Don't get it aggravated. Don't let it aggravate you, and kind of just step in the zone for yourself and just bring yourself back down to earth, and everything will be fine. And it's everything. Okay, so everything in retrograde, where you began with it, is pretty much where you'll stay with it through the whole thing. And I'm sorry, Pip was just flying. It's kind of a good thing because you kind of hit it. They're telling me you hit it running, so you hit it in a good spot when it began with you, and it will continue through the next few weeks. Don't necessarily want to start any new projects, but you can still work on the old projects or old things or things that you had already planned out. They'll go fine, and you won't have any issues with them. Okay, demon. So that is your card today. Is white sage. Okay, so let's see if I can. Hope that kind of resonates with you a little bit. It's retrograde is a really big deal. It's a really, really big deal for people that you're not late. You're good. It just kind of keeps you where you're starting. Again, it's like where you started where you were when it started is kind of the energy you're going to pull through that time. And sometimes it's just really, really, really bad. I'm sorry, Tanya, you got a lot of noise. I don't know what the noise is from. Maybe click and go back on and off. Hang on, let me see here. Okay. Well, we do have noise from the birds, but that's it. So, okay, so let me see. Oh, Panda Feets is here. Hang on, Margaret. I'll get to you in a minute. All right, I'm just going to go down and see if I can get some people maybe that haven't been read. Emily, how are you? Panda Feets is here. Steve. Huh, that's really weird. I don't know why. I don't want to lose it. It shouldn't be whistling. Maybe to click out of it and go back into it. I'm not really sure. Okay, somebody asked me something. Oh, sure, I can do that. Absolutely. Put the link in. Absolutely. There you go. There you go. There's the link if you want to join. Okay. Okay. Panda's cooking. Oh, she's eating now. All right, Tanya, I'm not really sure. Try to click on it and come back in because I don't have anything whistling, so I'm not really sure. Hello, Tracy. Tracy Booth. Hello. How are you? And hello, everybody, she says. All right. Okay, Margaret, let me give you a card here. Hang on. All right. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. That's okay. All right. Let's see what I can get from Margaret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right. Well, you kind of have something similar. Let me see here. Okay. That's all right, Lorraine. No worries. I gave you the read. You're good. You don't have to be here. All right, here we go. And Margaret, your card today is the coho salmon. Okay. I see you, Julie. I see you on the bottom. I'll get you in a sec. The coho salmon for you is about where you hit the retrograde when you came in. It's like you're moving forward. So you're going to kind of be at a point right now. And like when the salmon come up in fall, I really think that's why this card keeps coming up too, is because we're entering fall. But when they go up, they swim upstream to the river to lay eggs and procreate. And so we have more salmon come spring. So for this with you right now, it's all about kind of staying there in your lane. And when you get stuck, because you're kind of going to be like at where you entered is kind of like at a cliff point or upstream, like a little bankment. It's okay. And you just have to learn to breathe through that energy. And like you're going to feel kind of frustrated. You're not going to be able to push through, and you're going to want to put new things, but it's not the time for new things. Just hang on for a couple weeks, work on things that you've been working on, and everything should be smooth. But you have to remember, we are in a retrograde. So you have to remember sometimes when we're forced to slow down or kind of just observe what position our life is in at that moment, sometimes it's very beneficial that we do that. We look and we see what's going on, and kind of take just a retrospect of what's going on, so that when things clear up and you can move again forward with your journey, with your life, with projects, with people, you're able to do so. And this is kind of where you're at and why you're there right now, is because they want you just to kind of breathe in and take a look at everything and see what it is that you want to carry forward, you know, in your life. See what you want to take ahead with you, and release all the negative stuff and release all the things that you really can't do anything about anymore. Okay. I tell people this all the time, the history, the stuff that's past, it doesn't matter. Okay. You learn the lesson from it, but let it go. And if you're angry about something, you can't change it because it's already over and done with. Okay. When I speak these words 2 minutes afterwards, it doesn't matter, because that moment in time is gone. I can't go back and change those words. So this is what they want you to remember in the next couple weeks, Margaret, is just remember where you're at and just enjoy that ride and that space that you're going to be in, and don't think you're stuck. Okay. All right. I hope that is good for you. Enjoy that ride. Hello, Miss.
Hiya. Let me
How are
turn
you?
I'm smashing. I'm trying to
Oh,
watch you on
good.
the telly, on Facebook, and on my phone all at the same time.
Multitasking, but women do their best at that, right?
Of course. Yeah. And how are you, sweetheart?
I am well. The monkeys are playing over there, and of course,
Oh, I'm loving the birds singing in the
well,
background.
they wanted out, and I had them out earlier today. But
Oh, that's great.
they're
Can
trying to
you?
get- they're
It's
trying to
lovely.
get-
Not just listening to Pip,
No,
listening
they're
to Pip in tracks.
he's way different than Pip. He's very bold, and he's
Beautiful colours.
he's taken over my tablet. And he comes out if I don't have that tablet out. He jumps over because I lock myself in the room with them. I have to kind of keep an eye on them so they don't get hurt. But I put the cats out, and then I kind of let them run around. Well,
How do you talk with the cats and the birds at the same time? Do they not like?
Mulan likes to play with them. Tux could care less, but I don't want any accidents, so I'm not in a mood to chase them around.
Feathers and whiskers everywhere.
Yeah, well, it's happened before. Nobody's died.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it. But anyway.
Well, you're looking good. You're looking very healthy.
I feel better. I wish my hair would grow back, but I feel better. You look happy. I see you had a good time.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm always happy.
All right. Let's see what we got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, this is appropriate for you. This is the hummingbird.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it's almost like, okay, so they show me, you know, and I've told people this before, hummingbirds have a very high level of energy, and they run. I mean, I don't even, it's thousands of movements like in a minute. It's beyond me how they've been created this way. It's just one of those miracle things, I guess. And they're busy all day, flittering here and flittering there and landing here and getting nectar there. And then as soon as it starts to get dark, they completely shut down and they put their body in a stasis where their heart only beats like once every 30 seconds. Okay, so when people see them, they think they're dead, okay, and they're not. What they're doing is they're caring for their soul. They're taking care of their bodies. They're nurturing so that when the sun comes back up and they kind of spring back to life, they've got all that energy to burn for the day, okay? So what I'm being shown for you is you're kind of in a place right now where it's kind of you're in a happy medium. You're not moving through life really, really super quick, but you're not moving, you're not moving slow enough to kind of re-energize your soul. And it's almost like they're telling me to tell you, you have to train your body.
It's too light for that bit.
Yeah, I know, 60 years I haven't actually either, but it's like they want you to train yourself to kind of put yourself into a place where you can stop and take that breath when you know you need to take that breath.
I'm listening.
And they want you to do that because it's kind of like repair. It's kind of like healing self. It's kind of like healing cells. Yeah. And this is what I'm seeing. Like it's on a microscopic level, but it's like getting oxygen into your blood system. Like, they always tell you to breathe. Well, when you do, like when I take people or I do long reads with people, I make them go through those 7 breaths, right? And it's amazing. And it's always been amazing to me how much calmer and kind of retrospect you put your body into a different energy field by just 7 simple breaths of breathing in, holding them, and then letting it out. And we let it out because we're letting go of the negatives. We're letting go of pain, and I know you understand that. I've had to learn that, and you really have to learn how to balance that with the rest of you. So that's what they're kind of showing for you today. They want you to kind of take it to the next level of balance and understand that your body is...
I better write this down.
That your body is slowly processing, healing, and kind of balance with you because that's what's needed right now. And the fact that that's kind of where you came in retrograde is like you're in it's not the best space in the world, but it's not the worst space in the world. And it's because you need to be in that kind of middle area for the next couple of weeks so that the things that you kind of seeded, the things that you put out there for the universe or creator God to hear and understand and help with, or your spirit family to help with, it's kind of there so that when you come out on that other side of this, when the retrograde is over in a couple of weeks, it'll be all there for you to just do what you need to do with it, grab what you want to grab with it, and it'll be all good. And then you can actually have the ability to almost like sort out the negative. So before it even touches you, you'll be able to push it away. And it's almost like they're putting, with the hummingbird, how they're putting like the energy, how they sound like little bees, or I call them little helicopters when they buzz by your head, because you think they're a bee, they're going so fast. And it's like you won't have to go at that pace. Okay, when you come out of retrograde, you can slow it down a little bit and everything will come when it's needed in its proper time and space. That's what they're being very specific about. Okay?
Smashing. Thank you very much.
I'm glad I hear you.
Love you too. Bye, darling.
Love you. Thanks for stopping in. All right. Well, somebody else is down here. I can't see who it is. Teresa? Yep, Teresa's there, but they're not connecting. So I don't know why they're not connecting, but I'll go through here, and if I can get them on and they wind up figuring out how to get the picture through, we will put them on. Yeah, little Mr. Steve. I hear you're quite the rum and coke guy, I heard. I'm glad everybody had a good time. It's so nice to be able to get with people that you care about and you just have a good time. So it's awesome. Okay. I'm sorry you've had rain. I got sunshine, Julie. All sunshine. Okay, now I'm gonna go down. Hi, Jem. How are you? I will give you a card. Hang on one second. Alrighty. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh. Your card today is the red-tailed fox. Okay. Now, the fox talks a lot about, when the fox comes up, it talks a lot about patience and to get to the end goal and watching and learning while you watch and taking the time necessary. However, this time around, this fox is playing and jumping and running around and happy and laying in the sun and just kind of moving around and enjoying life. And this is what I'm kind of being told for you today is there's been kind of like, I don't know, they're showing me kind of like a down period for you. Like you just really haven't been able to do the things you wanted or enjoy. And it's not because of the pandemic. It's just things just haven't really, they're showing me haven't really been exactly the way you want. So what they're trying to do is tell you to kind of hit the reset button for yourself and just breathe in and enjoy small joys and blessings that are in your life right now and really take stock in all of the blessings, you know, because sometimes blessings don't have to be big. They can be very, very small. And even though we say, gee, we want this or we want that, if we really look hard, there's many blessings in our life. Okay. So again, because we're coming into that period right now where things are kind of slow down, fall is coming. And really, if you think about it, it kind of fits because fall is about when we're settling in and getting ready for winter. Okay. So what they're telling you is to be very, 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 what's the word they're telling me? Very, very. They want, well, okay, yeah, okay. They want you to use your time wisely to kind of relax and let go of things that are bothering you because they'll be there later to deal with. But it's like all you're doing is pinpoint focusing on things that maybe aren't the way you want them. Put it that way, the way you want them. But if you just give it a little room and you relax a little bit, it'll get better. Okay. But you need to take that time to be playful and enjoy just the simple things. Okay. Because they're saying you deserve to have that little bit of joy, that little bit of happiness in your life. And they're literally showing me this little red fox cub or kit. I'm sorry. They just slapped me for that. It's a kit. They call them kits, the babies, the little ones. And he's just running through this tall grass and there's dandelions and buttercups and he's jumping up and there's dandelions and he's just enjoying the sunshine, enjoying life. Okay. So whether you do that for a day or a couple days, or you take a little bit out of each day that you have in the next few weeks, it'll help you become more stable footed, more balanced with the things that you need the energy for. Okay. And Jem, that's what your card is today. And enjoy, okay? But it's the red-tailed fox. And I almost get too that the red-tailed fox is possibly like one of your, he's kind of running right around you. So I'm kind of getting the feeling that this could be one of your totems that's actually entered your life right now. Sometimes you have a main totem, but you always have other things that come in as guides to your life. And it can be many different things, but right now it's about the playful side of the fox. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Enjoy that, and I hope that resonates a little bit with you. And again, just take time, even if it's 15, like I said, 15, 20 minutes out of your day, and hopefully you can rejuvenate your energy level and feel a little bit better and have a clearer perspective on things. Okay. All right, so here we go. And I see Teresa is still trying to get in, but they don't have their mic on, so I can't add you to the stream. That's what it's telling me. So I'm not really sure if you've got somebody around that maybe can help you, Teresa. Therese. All right, so Steve. Okay. All right, I'm going to go down. Cindy Pinkham. All right. I'll tell you what, Mel, you need to know that song by next Tuesday because we're going to do it. You're going to come on. We're going to do that song next Tuesday right here. All right. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello. Tracy got her flat. Congratulations. It's really cool. All right. Tracy Booth. That's so good for you. All right. Well, let's see. Here you go. Hello, Miss Deb. How are you today? I hope well. And seriously, it's just the way this bounces around. I know some of you guys have been here, just like now, and it kind of goes everywhere, and you kind of, I have no idea. Well, I just actually, Angelie Wolf Nichols, Willow Wolf. Yes, I will pull you a card too, but let me get here to Debbie. Hi, Victoria. How are you? My thing is hipping all over the place over here, so I'm not really sure. Joanna Garnet, I'll get you one too. Hang on one second. Let me get Debbie one. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not in a hurry, so just hang tight. If you guys can hang tight, I'll get to you down there. Alrighty. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It always comes up. It always amazes me. I pulled this card a little earlier too. And this is your card is Sacred Sage. Okay, White Sacred Sage. Okay. Now for you. Okay, so what I'm seeing is a lot of smudge energy, a lot of smudge smoke coming up and around you. And it's almost like a fire pit. You know how when you put stuff in a fire pit and it gets really smoky and it gets really when everything's over and that big billow of smoke. And they've got you kind of standing in the middle of this, but it's not obviously it's not a fire pit. You're standing in the middle of all the sage, and it's like your spirit family and our ancestors are wrapping you with this, wrapping it around you and kind of holding you tight. And they're telling me to tell you that, and I don't know, I haven't talked to you in a long time, so I don't know what's going on. But they're kind of telling me to hang tight. We've got you with this. And again, I feel like a lot of stress on your end and a lot of just stuff like you're getting constantly hit left, right, left, right, left, right. Everything's kind of hitting you. And hang on a minute, I gotta shut this window. Oh, hang on. Never fails. Never fails. Always when I'm streaming. But I'm blessed to have them in my life too. So they're cutting my grass. Anyway, getting back to with you, they're showing me like all this smudge smoke around you as a blessing, okay? And even though it's almost like trials and tribulations, it's like they keep telling me like one thing after another, one thing after another, one thing after another, one thing after another. And it's like you don't even have time to think of something for yourself because you're always busy with all this other stuff that's going on around you with different people. And these are people that mean a lot to you. And this is what they're also telling me from the spirit family is this is who you are. You're a nurturer, you're a caregiver, you're that person that people turn to. You're always there. No matter what, you always set you aside to take care of everyone else's needs. What they're doing is they're surrounding you by this sacred sage, and they're blessing you for doing this, but they're also trying to gently remind you that even if it's one day a week, you need to set time aside just for you, not for everybody else. Okay, just for you. Doesn't matter. Shut the phone off, shut the computers off, shut the TV off, put some music on, sit outside, go to a park, go for a walk, do a jog, whatever. You're saying one day a week needs to be just for Debbie, okay? Because they're pouring so much into you. They're pouring so much sacred sage and blessings in and around you to keep you safe. But you need to do your part in that, and you need to take care of you. And they're saying one day a week. Don't say you can't, because you've got all this other stuff. You need to prioritize one day a week just for your soul's energy. Could be even to sit in a room and cry. Could be just to sit in a room and laugh. It could be to sit in a room and do nothing. Take a nap. Do nothing. Just to enjoy the day. Even if it's raining or storming. Doesn't matter. One day. And this is what they're telling me. And I don't know what's going on with you. I haven't talked to you, like I said, in quite a while. So, but it's kind of like they've got you, but now they want you to get you too. They want you to take care of you. And it's very, very important that you do that. All right. So that is your card today. And I hope it resonates. And it is white sage. Okay. All right. Let me go down the list. Oh, and Joanne Garnett too. I got to get you. Oh, there's nasty Simon. There's nasty shadow people around anyway. Yeah, there is. They can be good. They can be bad. Good, Jim. I'm glad. I'm glad it made sense to you. Okay. All right. Angelia Willow Wolf Nichols. Let's see what I've got for you today. Sorry about the noise again. I apologize, but they're doing cutting. And we haven't had very many nice days to do it. So, all right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This guy's been coming up a lot lately too. This is the praying mantis. Okay. Now, for you, okay, and I tell anytime I pull this card, praying mantises are really awesome, and they're really good for. They take care of mosquitoes and mosquito larvae and ticks and all that kind of stuff, and they're really good for your gardens because they take care of things that shouldn't be in your garden, beetles and all that kind of stuff. So they're very positive creature. They're very fascinating too, and I actually didn't realize. Well, it's been a number of years, but when I really started to look at the mantis was when I lived out on my ranch, and I had an acre out in front of the house, and I was getting ready to mow the lawn on the rider, and I thought, what is that? What's that moving? And it looked like the grass was moving, and it was thousands of mantis. The mantis eggs had all hatched that year, and they were going through the grass. So I put off cutting the grass for a couple days, and then I kind of really started looking into the mantis. So the females, which, this is nothing against you men or you males, but there's only one use for the male, and it's to serve the queen. Okay. And when she's done with the males, she's done with them. She snaps them in half. Okay. Now, I'm not saying you have to do anything like that, but this is today with the mantis for you. It's about the female energy. It's taking charge of your life. It's almost like there's certain people that have been around you that keep thinking they can push you around and do what they want with you. By bullying you into doing something or to guilt you into doing some things. And it's like they kind of walk all over you. And it's like, because you don't necessarily want to make a wave, or you just you'd just rather do it than hear about it later. And I'm being told really loud, really, really loud, that you need to own it and do what's best for you, not what people tell you to do, not how people tell you to do it, but own it. And if you don't want to participate in whatever this is, or you don't want to get involved with something or involved with certain people, you know, that you may be trying to push their way through something, don't. Own who you are, because you're this beautiful light. You have a beautiful soul, and you just need to, and they're literally saying, don't be very timid about whatever this is. You need to be strong and stand up for yourself. And that's what I'm getting for you today. And it's like, you don't have to do it in a mean way. You don't have to do it in a negative way, but you need to let people know, and the situations that are around you, is you're going to do it in your own time in the way that's best suited and resonates for you. Okay. So that's your card today, is the praying mantis, and it's own that energy of who you are, because you're a wonderful, amazing soul on this earth, and you need to be respected for that. Okay. So I hope that rings a bell for you. All right. And I'm going to go down here a little bit. Joanne Garnett. Yes, I'm going to get a card for you. Oh, hang on. Okay. All right. Let's see. Here we go. One. Somebody putting up Halloween decorations, and actually, Vic, when I look down, and I can't read because I get stuff on top of it, but I can see your names when I have my glass on. But I'm literally like around you. It's like dancing skeletons. Like, are you guys getting ready or something for Halloween? Maybe, I don't know. Okay, Miss Garnett, let's see what I got for you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. A great communicator. And you guys would laugh. Pip's running around on the floor. Right now, Mango's sitting up on top of the side perch on the cage, and she's trying to figure out how to get back up there. She can fly, but she don't want to. She's lazy. All right. Joanne Garnett, your card today is the parrot. Like I tell everybody, this is very good friends of mine down in Florida. I have this parrot. It's a sun conure, and his name is Jojo. And this is the silk screen I did for Jojo. So, hey, that's kind of fitting, actually, Joanne. That's the card. That's kind of wild. Oh, yeah, they just smacked me with that. Okay, so parrots and birds, a lot of birds, but parrots are noted for communication. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on around you right now, and I'm feeling that there's kind of like there's kind of like somebody in spirit, in your spirit family, that are attempting to communicate with you. And I keep hearing that she knows we're there, but she doesn't want to admit it. She knows we're there, but she doesn't want to admit it. She knows we're there, but she doesn't want to admit it. And they keep repeating this over and over. And this is someone from your spirit family that you know that would have passed in your lifetime, would have passed. And I don't get that they're super old or anything, but it's like almost like you kind of ask for signs, and they're laughing about this. So I better hang on to that. Let's see if Henry can help. Okay, so they're kind of laughing about it because they said she asked, and then when we give it to her, she's like, I wonder if that was a sign of, or whoever and whatever. It's almost like you don't trust what you're getting because you think it's right, but you think maybe there's a possibility it might not be, and you'd look kind of silly if it wasn't. But they're telling me to tell you, and Henry is in my hand as well, that they are communicating with you, and it is all in positive. There's nothing negative around you at all. But I keep hearing them, and they're laughing because it's like they think it's funny. It's like this little game that you and them play together. And this is your spirit family, people in your spirit family that walked with you and have left the earthly plane and transitioned to spirit. And they love you. But they've got a really big sense of humor. And they're basically telling me too that you have a really big sense of humor, and I haven't really spoke with you, so I don't know your personality, but they're like, she's like a sarcastic. Okay, so they're laughing. They're saying like you're like me, that I'm sarcastic, but I'm sarcastic in a American kind of way. Your sense of humor is sarcastic, but in a dry sense of humor is what they're saying. And they love it, but they want you to know that they're reaching out to you and what you do feel is real and they're there with you. And I also they're telling me that sometimes you talk to them, like when you're by yourself and in the house or in the car or walking or whatever, and you'll kind of talk to them out loud. And they hear you, they see you, everything that's going on with you. And they're also telling me everything positive is going to be continued through the end of this year and beyond. And they're there supporting you. And that if there's anything you need, anything, just put it to your spirit family and actually communicate with them. Okay? All right, that's kind of a cool and interesting way to put things. I really love that. So I hope that kind of resonates a little bit with you, Joanne. I don't, like I said, I haven't spoken to you, so I'm not really sure. Okay, let's see. I have Mango coming over by me. Let's see if he'll come over all the way over here so everybody can see him. Let me scoot down here. I just think that's so funny. Smelly Melly. I don't know where you got that one, Mel. Okay, so, well, then maybe you need to take a breath, make yourself a cup of tea, put everything aside, and just go into a room or step out on the stoop or step out on the yard. I don't know where you live, but go for a walk. Just give yourself time and expel all that crap that you're fed up with. Just let it go, because it's not going to help you sleep. It's not going to help your attitude. It's not going to help your blood pressure. It doesn't do anything good. It just kind of holds in that negative. So do something positive. Go have a cup of tea for me, okay? I haven't had tea today, so go have a cup of tea for me, all right? And I'll keep you in my prayer, okay? All right, so, Nathan, I have not seen you in a while. Thanks, Steve. All right, Nathan, let me see what I can get for you today. I haven't read for you in a long time, Mr. Eccles. All right. Yep. What are you looking for? Mango? Oh, I know what you're looking for. You're looking for your tablet. Are you looking for your tablet, goofball? Huh? They are just crazy. He's running all over my bed right now. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. I love this. This is one of mine. That's why I love it. Okay. So I'm being told to pick up the carnelian, so I will. And your card today is the Dream Catcher. Okay. Actually, one that I made. I actually love that one. It's got the turtle on it. Okay, so the Dream Catcher, traditionally within Native culture, is a gift from Grandmother Spider that was created because a young child, rather than sweep the spider up and out of the house and possibly kill it, it picked the spider up and moved it to another area so it wouldn't be hurt. And Grandmother Spider blessed them with the web to keep out negativity out of their life and only allow good things and positive things to pass through. That's kind of in a nutshell what the Dream Catcher represents. But it also represents the fact that we create our own reality. We are the master of our own lives. Other people can do things, how we react and how we allow things to affect us is up to us. That's our choice. So in essence, you create your dreams and wants and needs are created and you put them into play. Now, there's often times where we look and people will say, well, you know, I couldn't get this done. Nobody would help me, blah, 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 blah. And they give it up. Okay. But if you truly, truly want something, you can manifest it. Okay. It may take a little while, but you can manifest it. But the thing that you got to get rid of, and that's like why the dream catcher is there, is to catch the negatives and dispel them. Send them back out to the universe to be like rejuvenated into positives, okay? Reformed into positives. So what I'm being told for you right now is there's some things maybe haven't gone quite the way you had hoped they would go, but it's okay because that's part of life. How we deal with them is our choice, but it's also part of life. It makes us into the beautiful beings that we are. And Nathan, they're showing me you've got like such a big heart. You're a heart guy, okay? They're showing me this big heart, and you're fun, and you're just a lovely person. You need to put it out to the universe what it is that you really, really want in these next few months. Make it happen. Think about it right now because we're in retrograde, okay? Don't want to plan anything, but kind of think about it. Really put it out because I see big things are very big possibilities for you right now, but you have to want it. You have to stick to it. You have to put it out to the universe so that your spirit family, God, creator, all the realms can help you manifest it. And it's really big. And it's like, it's only as small as you allow it to be. And that's what the dream catcher is all about. It's about positives. It's about putting out good things. It's about protection from the negatives. It's all that kind of stuff. So that's your card today. And I hope you manifest whatever it is that you're looking for. Whatever it is that you're trying to draw to you. I know that you can manifest and positives pull in positives, and putting negatives out will pull negatives. I have had many things that have happened to me in my life, and sometimes I wonder when I get the positives that come in, like, how did that just happen? Well, it's because we put it out there, okay? Because we created it. We put that energy out there so it was brought back to us. And that's where you want to be, and that's what you want to do. So bless you, and thank you for spending some time with us here. I really appreciate it, and that was really cool. I'm glad you were here today, Nathan. And I do see, I'm sorry, I do see people are putting stickers up, and I have to, Bex and Sean will put those on the board because I don't have the boards because I'm here in the US. And let's see. Hey, Nathan. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll send you the song, Mel. All right. So let's see here. La 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 la. Yes, I will send you the song. It's really easy. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Yeah, I'll get you. Yeah, I'll still get you a card. I'm sorry you couldn't figure it out. Not a problem. I just don't know who it is when I comes up. It doesn't show me. It just says it's not connecting. But that's okay. No problem. Hang on, Teresa. All right. Let's see what we got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Okay. So before I even pull this and show you this, I feel like there's a lot of family and a lot of community and people, like you're like in the middle of this right now. And the card they pulled or had me pull for you today, threw for me in the 7th place, was the elk. Okay. Now elks are great herd animals. They're community, and they take care of each other, and they watch each other's backs, and they communicate really well with each other. It's almost like a symbiotic relationship. It's like not taught. It just is. Okay. And what they're showing me right now for you is it's almost like you're trying to get your point across for something. Like there's something that's really on your mind and you want people to listen to you and you want them to hear your point of view because it's important. Maybe not as much as important as it would be for them to use it, although you would like them to use it, but it's not important in that aspect as much as it is that your voice is heard, your idea is heard, your position is heard. And I get this as like, and I'm getting this as family. Okay, I'm getting this as a lot of family around you, and you're in the middle, and you're like really tiny in comparison to the other people. And it's like you keep jumping up and down, you're waving your hand, me, I'm over here. Listen, I got an idea, and they just kind of, they don't hear it. Okay. And Spirit wants you to have a voice. Spirit wants you to be heard because you have important things that can lead to other people doing better for themselves, helping themselves. It's an idea that will help the community. And the community is, like I said, this is like your family. It's a better way of understanding. Whatever this is, it's an idea you have or a thought you have, or just that you want to be heard in the decision making. And it's like really important to you that you're heard. So they're saying, whatever it takes to do, don't give up. Your spirit family is around you, but make sure you're heard. You don't have to be negative about it. You don't have to be, pushy about it, but you do have to make your voice be heard. Okay. And this is really super important because if you stay in this place, I almost feel like you're getting handed the mantle. Like if you continue to speak up for yourself and you be part of, and you're doing positive things, that you're almost handed the mantle through the community, through the family. Okay, it's your turn now. You run things, you help coordinate things, you do things. And this is really important. And it'll be important for you too, because it'll boost yourself up. It'll tell you that your opinion matters, your thoughts matter, you matter. Okay. And again, it's not a negative thing, but you just have to make sure that you're heard. And you don't have to do it in a negative way to get it heard, but you do have to command your area. Just like a bull elk will stand up and just scream out at the top of its lungs to make sure that the herd knows things are safe, or it's good to cross the water, or, go to sleep, I'm on watch. Okay, this is what they want you to do. Let your voice be heard in a stronger way. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you, and that's what's going on right now. And it's elk, and make sure you realize it is retrograde right now, so sometimes getting things across to people aren't going to be that easy, especially the beginning of it, because it kind of interacts with relationships and families and stuff. Okay, all right. Thank you for stopping in, Teresa. I'm sorry you couldn't get on. Maybe figure that out next time you can get on. Okay. All right. So let me see. Okay. So let me see here. Okay. All right. Tracy Booth has something going on. Now, I didn't see what's going on. But thank you, Panda. Yeah, I made my cards. Yes, I did. No, I did silk screen. Oh, hang on, Tracy, before I get to you, let me answer this before I forget. Okay. My cards are actual silk screens, and some of them are from photographs that I took over the years, for many years, and I developed it in 2014. I put the deck together, and yeah, so they're mine, and they've got my energy and everything. Julie's got a deck of them, and there's a couple other people, I don't remember who, but they've got a couple people have got decks. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And a lot of them are animals that I have seen over the years that I have taken pictures from. And I'm an artist, so I do a lot of my own work, and I did silk screens for the cards. So I appreciate that question. Okay, so Tracy Booth. Okay. I am just going to, okay, I'm just going to respond to this because I can. Okay, because I can. All right. I'm guessing that you're coming across energy in your new place that you're not, new place, I think, right? That is not really your own, or you're not really sure of, but they're present. And what I'm picking up 100% is they just want you to know they're there and you can address them. If they're doing anything negative, you just tell them that they need to leave. I would definitely, anytime anybody goes into a new space to make it their own, I tell them all the time to smudge the place, cleanse it. And if you don't have white sage or the access to white sage, you can always do it with incense. And you clean that area out and you do it clockwise through the house. You start at one spot with a window open. You go through your entire house floor by floor and you end up back at the spot you started in by an open window or an open door. So that what you're doing is you're pushing the negative energy out. Okay. Spirit, if you move into somewhere where spirit isn't like you're not familiar with the house or it wasn't yours, it's always possible that it's attached to the land or the home. Okay. And that again is acknowledging them, and usually they'll settle down. And if they don't, you smudge them and tell them they're not welcome in the home. And you own the place. You put your stamp on it so that it's yours, and they know that. A lot of times people have those issues, especially if people are kind of sensitive. They can pick up on that. Or in cases like my house, you can have them turning the TV on and off for you. You know, it just depends on what you're comfortable with. And they might be a spirit family trying to get you to notice because they want you to know they're happy that you are in the place you're going into. There's many reasons. But never be scared because you're feeding that fear, and fear is kind of a negative. So just tell them, hey, I know you're here, whoever it is, just please don't interact with us in a negative way, and send them on their merry way. And if you don't want them in your home, you tell them to leave. But I would definitely sage the house if you can. Okay? All right. I don't know if that's what's going on, but that's kind of what I think is going on. And I didn't read everything, so I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a card. Yeah, Jacqueline Marie, I've had the Ruth, if she's here, I don't remember. I think it's like, I want to say I put them out in 2014. And then I had a smaller deck. I only had 50, and then I made it a 72 card deck. I was guided by spirit to do that. And 72 is like the tarot deck, and most card decks are 72. So that's why they are 72 now. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I can put them up if anybody's interested. Let me know, and I can put the deck up for sale again. And you can pre-order some cards. All right, so today you've got the Mighty Eagle. This was actually an eagle, Emily, that I had out in front of my house about 6 years ago. And they were nesting out in front, and it was probably 4 feet from my head when it went by. Eagles are very, very important. Excuse me. Eagles are, the native people consider eagles to be the winged ones that are closest to God. They can fly up close to God. They're always put with the Creator. It's always a blessing. And what I'm hearing with this is like, there's a soul energy that's attached to this that's being carried up, or that was carried up. Correct. That was carried up. And it's also taking with it your prayers that you've been putting out, or your wants, your needs, or help that you may ask the universe or God Creator for. And they want you to know that it's in the right spot. You haven't gone unheard. They are listening to you. They are aware of what you've been wanting or putting forth for them to help with. Sometimes it takes time. So go through that process, but know that whatever life is handing you, the realms the saints, the angels, Creator God, whoever it is that you focus with has got your back on this. And I feel like this real sense of peace, this real sense of just like a calming energy coming around. So I don't know if you've had some things maybe that were been going a little chaotic, but it will kind of settle. You just have to allow it. Everything doesn't happen in a moment. Sometimes you have to go through the process so that you appreciate when you get to the goal. Okay. That's what I'm being told for you, but it's a very, like I said, a very peaceful, calming energy that I've got. And that's your card today, is the winged ones, the eagle. I love that card. I really, 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 really love that card. I have eagles here. I'm so blessed to have eagles here. Okay. Yes, retrograde. That's a good, actually, that's a great question. Yes, it does. Animals are actually more perceptive to energy than humans are. I'm sure you've seen plenty of videos or plenty of times when maybe even your pets have stopped and looked at things and you don't see anything, but you know, they know something's there. Like I brought up earlier today when I started, my dog Boone that I lost in 2019, he was 19 years old. He was my boy. He's still around the house. The cats see him all the time. When I've had other animals that have passed, my other animals would see them and I would feel them there. So animals are super sensitive to energy, and it's kind of like when you're working at a hospital, which I worked at a long time. We always really hated retrogrades. We always hated full moon energy because it affects people. And it affects animals, and absolutely 100%. And personally, I think animals are accepting of that sensitivity way more because they don't have morals, right? Like we do. They don't have doubts. Society doesn't tell them that, talking to spirits is a bad thing or you're crazy, or, we're conditioned out of that because we're all born with that gift. And yet, by the time we're probably like in our teens, beginning our teen years, it's crazy talk. But how many kids have you seen where the little ones, I know my daughter did, she'd be talking away and she had an invisible friend. Or my dad, who died the year she was born, he died 5 months prior to her being born. She'd be talking to him in the car at 3 years old, and I'd be going over to my mom's before I went to work to drop her off. And she'd be jabbing away in the back seat in the car seat. And I'm like, who are you talking to? And she looked and she goes, Grandpa, who do you think? And over the years, she would still do that when she was a child. And animals are so susceptible to spirit. And it's like they do continue. I mean, even the simplest animal continues, I don't know how it works exactly, when they go over the other side, but I do know, they come back. So yeah, they're sensitive. They're sensitive to energy. So absolutely 100%. And the cat that's, is it a kitten you said? Oh, a new cat. I don't know if you got, because they're showing me kind of I don't know where it came from, but I feel like it's almost because of something that happened to this cat prior to you getting this cat, that it's really super shy, that it's not sure. So don't force it. It'll come out on its own. But I really truly feel like it's something that happened to it before you got it. And it doesn't feel safe yet. So that would be my guess, or what I'm being told anyway. But my guess too. Okay, so yes, Palo Santo is really good. All right, yep. Hi, Yvonne Dixon. Did I miss you somehow? I don't know if I missed you or not. You're still here. Well, hi. I hope you're okay. All right, Rihanna, how are you? Tell Ian I said hey. All right. Hi, Dawn Michelle Hawkins. How are you? All right. Let me. Oh, yes. Okay. Hi and yes. Okay, I'll pull you a card. 1 second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Panda, because it's like he's scared and he needs to be sure of his environment. Tux, he didn't have that problem. I took him in from outside. He was getting the living daylights beat out of him by these other toms that were local. And I took him in the beginning of the year. He didn't have a problem. I got him neutered right away and took him in, and he's happy in the house. He doesn't even try to get out anymore. But the wolf's daughter took in one from a rescue, and you don't know what this poor cat has been through. And she told me that and she's had that cat now probably about 8 months, and it wants to stay under the steps away from everybody, but it had been returned to the rescue place like 5 times before she took it, and she refuses to take it back because she just doesn't want this poor cat to go through anything else. So it's happy, it's eating, it's doing well, but it doesn't come out to have human interaction at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But sometimes you got to think, what do these animals go through? What do people do to them? What do their situations do to them? That's how I got Mango. You know, he needed to go. I got the 2 Keats that I have in the other room too. They were in a bad situation. So you just never know. Okay, and you got to take that into account. Of course, Mango doesn't have a problem with that. But okay, you got the cow. That's twice I think that came up today. Okay. All right, so the cow. People always ask me, why do you put a cow into your deck? Okay, well, Spirit guided me when I created this deck, and it's about all animals. It's about all creatures. It's about the gems. I've got crystals in this deck. I've got insects in this deck. I got all kinds of things in the deck, okay? But cows are such good parents. They're such good moms. And they're just a happy animal. When I had my ranch and I had gone to the state fair, one of the kids had a huge black and white spotted, like Dalmatian spotted cow, and she was just a gorgeous thing. And I walked by her and she started yelling, and she was laying down, and I went over and she kept yelling, and I turned and I walked and I looked at her, and she got up and come over to where I was, and she wanted to be pet and scrubbed. And I swear to God, I almost had a cow that day to go back with the horses, but my mom just looked at me and said, really, you don't need a cow. So I didn't take the cow, but I always regret I didn't take that cow. But anyway, the cow is all about processing for you. Like I said earlier in the reads, the cows have 3 stomachs, okay? And it's how they process food, and it's how we should process things that are happening. And right now I keep hearing, just let the process move as it's supposed to. So I almost get that there's something going on. You don't like how it's happening, but they're saying, please trust in the process. You need to allow it to move through the way it's supposed to move through. Put positives out, put trust out, and count the blessings that are around you. When this comes to fruition, when you get to the end of the place with whatever this is going on, it will be a smooth and positive outcome. But don't try to stop the process because it has to go the way it's going. Very, very important. And it's almost like you've given up with it. You've just had it. And excuse me, and they're saying, let it run its course. It'll be okay. And the positive outcome will be what happens when it's all said and done. if you go in and try to muck it up, at some point further down the road, you're going to have to come back to learn that lesson again, or have to go through that process again until we get it right. Part of the thing, and I will tell you from my own personal experience, when we fight it and we walk away and we're like, we're not going to do it, or we don't want to deal with it, or whatever it is, Spirit always tends to grab me by the scruff of my neck, pick me up, and drop me right where I left off. So instead of repeat, you're going to want to let the process play out. Okay, Yvonne? I hope that makes sense. And your card is the cow. Okay, okay. Go down here a little bit. All righty. You're welcome. Okay. Moo moo. Well, yeah, you can't. Now, see, can't make that stuff up, man. You just can't. You just can't make that stuff up. Thank you, Dan, for the sticker. Bex and I was gonna say Bex and Mel. Bex and Sean will make sure it goes on the boards. Yeah, you know what? I am so. Thank you for that little note. Because today I got up. See, you guys just don't know. I got up today, and I've actually gotten myself down, and you know, y'all don't want to hear it, but I had 2 spine surgeries in the past 2 years, and they had me taking all these meds. I finally got off all the meds, and I found a med that works. It doesn't screw with my body or my head or make me ooky or whatever. And it's one little pill at night, and I sleep. And I've been sleeping for the first time in probably over 25 years. So that's been really positive for me because it's a true sleep, not a drug sleep. And Kitty, I got up this morning, and my dear friend, Julie Sullivan, gave me 2 huge bottles. No, I take it back, 4 huge bottles when I started the process with my surgeries, vitamins. You know, the bulk packs that you get at the big pack type stores. And she gave me 2 of each. I got one with calcium and magnesium, and I got one with the B's and multivitamin. I'm so sick of taking these horse pills. I set them out on the counter today, and I said, you know what? I ain't taking them right now. I'm tired of taking vitamins. I'm tired of taking pills, and I'm not going to. And then you come up with, hello, Bear. I hope you're taking your vitamins. Like I said, you can't make this up. So I guess I'm still taking my vitamins. Thank you, Kitty. You're welcome, Yvonne. All right, everybody. It's been, oh, wow, almost 2 hours almost. So, well, I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all spending your time here with me today. And thank you, as always, for being here and spending your energy with the Ghost family. And please share, like, and see you next Tuesday. And Mel, you better get practicing because we're going to do it next week. Love to everybody. Good night. Thank you for tuning in today, and make sure to share, like, and subscribe to us and become part of the Ghost Dimension family here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. My name is Bear Medicine Walker, and I approve of this message.
Hello and welcome. I'm Bex.
And I'm Sean, and together we are Ghost Dimension, a paranormal investigative show that explores the most haunted locations in the world. You can watch us on
Amazon,
Pluto TV,
also the Roku channel,
or even our own YouTube channel. So please make sure you tune in, check it out, or visit our website at www.ghostdimension.co.uk. And let's see you all very soon.